Turner Yell makes the stop in the secondary for Denver. 1st and 10. The fake. Good block in there, and down it goes. Caught at the 30.
Welcome to the Fins tailgate. It's where we elevate. Miami Dolphins talk, yeah, we never hesitate. Breaking news, hot takes, we keep it up to date. And when the fans speak up, the panel resonates. We live that aqua and orange from the field to the mic. Breaking down the plays, man, we talk it every night. From Tua to the defense, you know we keep it tight. NFL moves, you know we got the insight. We open up the floor, yeah, it's your time to shine. Fans drop the heat with opinions realigned. You got concerns, bring them, we're gonna chime. The Fins tailgates, where we keep it prime. Welcome to the Fins tailgate, it's where we elevate. Miami Dolphins talk, yeah, we never hesitate. Breaking news, hot takes, we keep it up to date. And when the fans speak up, the panel resonates. The NFL's changing, but we stay on the grind. Latest breaking stories, we don't waste no time. From the trades to the rumors, we make them all align. At the Fins tailgate, we always on the climb. We're repping the Dolphins, but it's NFL-wide. From South Beach to the league, we keep it worldwide. Got the fans engaged with the energy supplied. Come kick it at the tailgate, we're riding high tide. Welcome to the Fins tailgate, it's where we elevate. Miami Dolphins talk, yeah, we never hesitate. Breaking news, hot takes, we keep it up to date. And when the fans speak up, the panel resonates. So if you love the game, you know we got the gate. Tune in, speak out, don't wait, it's your fate. This is the Fins tailgate, now watch us dominate. Miami Dolphins, NFL, yeah, we integrate.
Yeah, boy. What up? What it is? What it do? Welcome to another episode of the Fins Tailgate with your host, El Capitan. Tonight on the tailgate party that never seems to stop, we got some catching up to do. It's been a little while. I mean, we did the draft and got some rookies. Shake had the schedule release show. Just a lot to touch on, right? Rookie mini camp, some videos coming out, some of the young bucks, mini camps happening, some of the vets rolling in. There's some videos trickled out, things happening, players are getting signed. Niners just, on a absolute spending spree, spending gajillions of dollars on a couple of players. Still free agents out there, some interested parties. Dolphins have reached out to some players. We'll talk about that. Just a lot of stuff. A lot, right? Tons that's happened in the last few weeks that haven't touched on or talked about or anything of the sort. So hit the like button on your way in, guys. If you're watching on X, Twitch, Twitter, whatever you want to call it, Facebook, CB Radio, I don't know, Cup on a String, any of that stuff, come over to YouTube, hit the like button, subscribe, and make sure you're checking out all the great content we have here on the program. I'm going to start the show, with a special shout out and, a little bit of maybe like a moment of silence too, because friend of the program, panel guest, some of you guys will remember him, some of you guys know him, some of you newer guys might not know him, but Todd Labruto passed away a little while ago in his sleep. We hadn't seen Todd around here in some time, and he was just such a nice guy, always great football conversation, had a cheery attitude, was a good dude. And, we're a man shy. And thoughts and prayers to the Labruto family, who I'm sure they're hurting from all this stuff. And, Todd Labruto lost one, boys. So moment of silence for him. And, hopefully the Dolphins can, do something nice in the Labruto honor, right? So, all right. hit the like button on the way in, guys. We got a couple of things we're going to get into. I mean, not really certain on exactly where we should start, right? Like, it's been a while. There's so much stuff, dude. Like, just ridiculousness of stuff and backlog of information to get caught up on. I guess we could go through just our rookies, right? We've got our rookies signed, all the classes signed, everybody's in there. We've in case you guys don't know, round 1 Kenneth Grant, round 2 Jonah. I watched his interview. The guard we got out of he's going to play guard. We got out of Arizona. Guy's 6'4", 324. I saw the interview with him, and maybe we'll play that later, but he said how to say his name, and I still didn't get it. It's like Savai Nehi. I'll never. Anyhow, Jordan Phillips, Jason Marte, Dante Trader, Ollie Gordon, Quinn Ewers, and Zeke Biggers rounding out the Dolphins draft class. All those guys reporting to rookie mini camps, along with a slew of UDFAs the Dolphins signed, getting in there, doing their stuff. And, there's all that. We'll get into a little bit of that too. Shout out to everybody in chat. Scott, Shake, I see you, member and family member up in here. Hit the like button. Michael K, who had to reach out to me personally asking where I was and that I miss you. And, tried giving me some weird advice about medical issues he's got going on. I'm like, dude, that's all on you. And Night Wolf, what's going on, Night Wolf? Hit the like button, everybody, on your way in as we get this show rocking. So, Savai Nahe. Yeah, I mean, sure. Night Wolf. Savai Nahe. We'll get there. We'll get there. So much crap, bro. See if I can get this in order here, honestly, because it's just so much out of order. All right. So let's see if I can pull this back up again. I had the list here a second ago. Guys reporting to rookie mini camp, and they had their interviews. I'm going to go ahead and pull that up. We can get a little bit of listening to them here. And, some of these, so I like when the kids get in front of the camera because some are super prepared. Some are, still kind of caught in the daze a little bit. Plenty of stuff where, and I'm going to be quick with this stuff. I'm going to fast forward it through, but whoops, that's not it. We could take a good look at the young guys in the rookie class wearing number 90, Kenneth Grant.
Kenneth, how does it feel to be here in Miami finally?
Oh, it feels great. Just getting to learn some of more of the rookies like Jordan, Zeke, and even some of the older guys. Just knowing what the expectation here is and trying to live up to that.
You signed this morning. What was that moment like? Signing your first?
God damn, that resolution's something else.
Oh, it was real crazy just looking at all the contract and all that stuff in there. But it's surreal. Just dream come true. But it's time to work.
What is up with this resolution, dude? What's going on?
Kenneth, how does it feel?
Much better. Holy cow, that was terrible.
Oh, it feels great. Just getting to learn some of more of the rookies like Jordan, Zeke, and even some of the older guys. just knowing what the expectation here is and trying to live up to that.
You signed this morning. What was that moment like signing your first NFL contract?
It was real crazy just looking at all the contract and all that stuff in there, but it's surreal. Just dream come true, but it's time to work.
What have some of the vets told you about just expectations?
Yeah, everything we're gonna do is to the highest standard. I mean, like nothing we're gonna do is, you're doing you're half doing it. So I mean, just they're trying to get me to understand that it's a standard to hear and I gotta live up to it.
I'm guessing you've met Zach Sealer at this point. What communication have you had?
Well, he talked to the whole team, but just talking to us, told us tips and my bad.
Big dude be knocking shit over on accident all the time, so that's kind of how it goes. He knows it too. He's like, damn it.
Talking about tips, getting through a routine and finding a routine, and they're looking for players to help us win. So I want to be one of those players he's looking to count on.
You did a media interview and he was telling us how what he tells rookies is that now this is people's livelihoods. Like it's a different perspective for pro athletes. So how do you take that in?
Sub cap for life.
Now you got to step it up another level from what you up to college.
I mean, I wouldn't say it's a different because my thinking in college, my coach in college taught me to think about everybody else's sacrifices, and my teammates, what his mom did to get here. So it's the same way. I know Zach want to feed his kids, his wife, his whole family and things like that. So he's got to be able to count on me and trust me, and I want to do that.
Are you a guy who wants to live on the beach, near the beach, or not at all near the beach?
All right, so I get it, right? Like, all right, so a couple of things. Shout out everybody in chat, Cap for Life, JC, I see you. It's good. Hit the like button, everybody. They always ask these questions, bro. They always ask these questions that are the puff piece questions, and I get it, right? It's a cutesy question, and people do want to know. It's exciting. These guys are. They signed contracts. They're getting some ducats, right? They're going to be living here. They just signed a couple of years with a team. So they really got to, keep it together. Sup, Drew? I see you over there on X. What's going on, buddy? So I like the puff piece questions, but I like even more the answer to the puff question. The question was, Joe Shaddy asks him, he goes, by the beach, inland, what are you thinking? And you get it, right? Kid's a first-round draft pick. He's got some decent little bit of change in his pocket right now. He gonna buy a crib. What's his answer? By the beach or in the sticks?
Yeah, probably not at all near the beach. Far from the facility.
Our defensive line has an opportunity.
It's too far from the facility to be by the beach. Proper answer. Short, sweet. Yeah, I'm going to get a crib, but I ain't going all the way down by the beach. Nothing but trouble down there. What's up, Fins, New Jersey? Fins up. Nightmare, salute, hit the like button. So, let's continue.
To be one of the strongest units on the team, what will that take?
I mean, we got to set the standard. We got to set the tone every day, every day in practice, every game, whatever it is. We're the tone setters. We got to, come out and show everybody what we're about.
What do you think about the other D-line rookies, Jordan and Zeke?
Yeah, they're excited. They're excited to work, always learning. We talk to each other a lot because, we come from all different paths of life. So, we're trying right now to just be on all one accord and speak the same language on the field.
Rookies finding a little bit of, this is a common thread, right? Listen, you're a bunch of young guys. You've been going through the draft process. You've been in position groups. You've been, some of these dudes, senior bowls, definitely combines, pro days. The world is smaller for all the same reasons it is for all of us, right? The internet and everything, connectivity. These guys linking up now, rookies, they're like, yo, time to band together, boys. We the drafted few. We, trying to come here. They're full of excitement. Change is here now, bitch. I'm in the building. And that's the attitude I like, right? And yeah, what's up, Bryson? Hold on, what you had to say? Get the Narcan ready. Nah, we ain't we ain't getting too crazy, Bryce. Maybe later. Maybe later. Hit the like button, Bryson. So yeah, let's continue.
In the last couple of weeks, have you had like a wow moment where you're like, I can't
Brian
believe
Flores in the building. What's up, Brian?
Yeah, I mean, just coming
that
out here,
out.
looking at the stadium, like, wow, I get to practice here and do all the things here. But I mean, you know, in my mind, it's just all about work. You know, it can't really be caught in that wow phase.
I think it was Bill Parcells who said that you can tell what kind of dog you got when you're a puppy because the puppies bite.
Mm-hmm.
Are you? Do you have a mindset that you want to bite people early, or are you going to kind of ease your way into this thing?
Yeah, I'm gonna for sure step my foot down and show people what I'm about. But what Coach McDaniel was talking about. It's the right way to practice and it's the right way to do things to not get each other hurt and stuff like that. So it plays hand in hand.
Real quick, I'm sorry. I love Joe Shad, right? Palm Beach Post, been writing for the Post for a long time. I love Joe Shad. I like all the media guys. They're good dudes, right? But I think it's Bill Parcells that said I could tell things about dogs when they're puppies because puppies bite. Do you bite? Like that question wasn't he had that ready. Okay. That was a quote, a thought out question. He's got a pre-designed rough draft of an article where he wanted to hopefully catch Kenneth Grant going, "Oh, I bite." And there's the headline of the article. Kenneth Grant, "Oh, I bite." And then he was going to write this and quote himself. I get it, Joe Shad. Applaud the move. But leading the witness did not work here in that fact. I didn't read any article on Joe Shad, but I promise you if you go back, there was something quoting that quote with that question he asked him. I want to rewind it just a little bit again just so you guys can hear it.
Puppies bite.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on.
It can't really be
I
caught in that.
I just
wow
found
phase.
it kind of funny when I first heard it. Because look at when asking questions, you ask a question. He didn't ask a question. He gave a statement and then asked him a question about his statement and then how it would refer to him. That's leading the witness.
And do all the things here. But I mean, in my mind, it's just all about work. It can't really be caught in that wow phase.
Here it is.
I think it was Bill Parcells who said that you can tell what kind of dog you got when you're a puppy because the puppies bite.
Mm-hmm.
Are you? Do you have a mindset that you want to bite people early, or are you going to kind of ease your way into this thing?
Yeah.
I know I'm kind of like trolling the media guys right now, right? But that's not really my intent. What's up, Greg? Mudphone. What's good? Hit the like button. I'm not trying to troll the media guys a little bit. I just, in listening to this a while back, I remember him asking this question. I thought, what a fucking weird question to ask and how he did it. So, I don't know. I just had to point it out. My fault.
Or digital playbook?
Line was one of the stronger positions at Michigan. What were some of the things that you did there that you can translate here?
Just being myself, playing to my strengths, not playing to my weaknesses. They brought me in here because they saw something in my game that, can translate to the NFL and to this team and very useful for this team. So whatever coach wants me to do, I'm going to do it to, and be myself.
Did they already give you a paper or digital playbook? Not yet.
We're kind of doing that right now, going through the plays and things like that, learning the playbook slowly. But
what's your
and Joe Shad with the follow-up question of a really good question, paper or digital right now. See, this is where he does it. That's good, though. I just want to point that out.
Everybody has their preferred learning method.
Mm-hmm.
What's yours?
Another great question.
I mean, I learn all type of ways, whatever walk through, or you could draw it up on the board and give me a visual example. So I'm pretty good both ways.
It's been a while since this team has won a playoff game, and I know fans are eager to see the Dolphins kind of take that next step. How do you feel you'll handle kind of the pressure of coming in and immediately performing and making a difference?
Yeah, I mean, there's always pressure and things like that, but I think me personally, I'm a culture changer. I could change, winning cultures. I come from a winning culture, so I know what a playoff run is like. But
That is a confident young man. That's a confident young man. He didn't say it with arrogance. He didn't say, if you just look how it's recited, but not disingenuous, right? Like he's said this before, but it's his own words. It's not, I know it's rehearsed, but you hear what he says. I just want to listen to how he says he is a culture changer. And I get it. Like he has pride in being from Michigan and what they did and what he was a part of and what he represents, but he believes in it. And that type of self-belief is what you're going to need in this sport to be successful. That's a fact. Because if you ain't got that, the mental part in everything is the hard part. The mental part is the hard part. Yes, there's the physical pains. You could apply this to dieting. You could apply it to your workspace. You could apply it to your marriage. It's that's the hard part. So the mental part of it all.
But I think me personally, I'm a culture changer. I could change, winning cultures. I come from a winning culture, so I know what a playoff run is like. But obviously in the NFL is different. But still, I kind of know what that's like. But going through an 18-week season, that plays a toll. But just trying to, learn all the tips and tricks that the older guys, tell
Is today the first time you put on the number 90 aqua jersey?
Yes.
So
all right, I hate that
you
question.
Exploded onto the scene with Weaver's help. Has either of those guys? Have you had a cool moment with either?
Nah, all right. Interview's over. The rest of the questions they're kind of figuring out some stuff.
To what I'm doing, but just learning everything for right now.
What was it like getting dressed up in Dolphins gear for the first time?
They love this question. I like that it's the first question though, because then you get like the.
Man, this is like a dream come true. Just being in the league, just knowing that. This is a job now for you. It's not like a regular practice. You're here to take someone's job. So just having that mindset and just being in this organization, being around great people, I'm just excited to get going. We got practice coming up. So that's something I'm looking forward to.
Hell yeah.
We've been having this very long debate. We've seen the video. We have all kinds of theories. How do you say your name properly?
Yeah, so
okay, here it is.
This is an easy way to put it. I guess when you say Hawaii, you can switch the W with a V and the H with an S. So you can say Savai, then Naya.
Savai Naya.
4 digits would be Naya. So Savai Naya.
Not the first name.
I mean, I don't know nothing. I don't know anything about Polynesian culture or, all of the Eastern Islands. I forget what they call the region, but I do know a fucking tough ass sounding name when I hear one. And I gotta imagine Savahi Naya is like a battle cry of some sort at some point. Like that sounds like a real tough ass name. That's a warrior lineage name right there.
Savai Naya.
Savai Naya.
Pretty good.
Yes, sir. That's
Savai
good. Yeah.
Naya.
Yeah.
We all have it.
There we go.
I'm sure Arizona had some pretty good facilities, but what's something that you've noticed around here that seems kind of cool?
I'm kind of, glad that, I didn't take a visit here because I get to see it for the first time being here. So just, the rooms, the team meeting rooms, the players' lounge, the locker room, the bathrooms itself, the training room as well. So everything about this facility is nice, even the indoors, the outdoor the field.
So real quick, a lot of people get asked this question. There's going to be a lot of repeat questions. It's young guys. You want to get their thoughts on these things, right? I know they look like giant grown friggin' men, but remember, these are kids just out of college. Some a little older than others, but still young adults. So, I mean, damn, you could be in your 40s and be in a situation like this and have stars in your eyes, much less being a young kid with money now and on a team and all the microphones are in your face. So there is the same questions, but I'm glad I don't remember anyone saying when asked about the facilities, I'm glad to not hear, oh man, it's cool they got a slide. I didn't hear that. Now, we might hear somebody say it throughout, but I don't remember when listening to this someone saying, "Oh man, facilities are cool. They even have a slide." I didn't hear that, but let's continue.
Everything's like
They trim the bougainvillea every day.
no, I haven't been here yet, so yeah, it is really nice out here.
You talked about how you're excited to block for Tua. Have you seen him since?
No, not yet.
Okay.
I haven't seen him around
Any
yet. So.
conversations since?
No, I haven't spoke to him.
What is your goal for rookie minicamp?
Yeah, so obviously, you know, we just got here. You know, I haven't done anything yet. So obviously, I'm trying to like prove myself to the vet that they can count on me. You know, just earning their trust because you know, like they don't care if you're drafted or undrafted or you just got signed. They want to see you like you know putting in that winning mentality here. You know, we want guys that want to win here. So just being able to be a sponge and soak all the information from them. Taking a look around who are my vets, looking at what they're doing and just taking it from them, you know, that's what really important for me. So
you played so many different positions. You played everything but center. Do you look at that as a benefit or do you wish that you would have had the opportunity to settle in somewhere?
no, I look at it as it, you know, just being a selfless teammate. You know, I told the guys in Arizona that even my quarterback Noah, that wherever they want me to be at, you know, I'm a play there for him. And there was one game he told me, I need you at left tackle because our left tackle got hurt. So I was like, all right, I'm there for left tackle. But it's good to show my versatility and just you know that type of teammate I am, just being selfless and putting myself before the team.
How did all those different positions you played kind of help you see the sport from different angles and be able to, you know, understand schemes from different positions? How did that help you?
Yeah, it really is like a stagger change for me. That was big for me because you know my whole career playing football, I'm used to like pushing off on my left. So when I got put left side, you know, pushing out of my right leg, you know, it's something I'm not comfortable with. So now that you know I'm trying to get used to that and just being able to push off of that right and that's my goal, just getting used to that.
I was reading some stuff about your time at Arizona. One, you chose to go there because you wanted to help flip the program.
Yes.
And then also stayed your last year because you wanted to stay true to your commitment. I'm curious where that mindset comes from to be kind of so involved with a program like you know, not a big time college football program.
And that's just, you know, how I got brought up, you know, just being loyal to my family. And when I got to Arizona, that group of guys that I came in with, the class of 22, those were my brothers, you know. So when it came to my junior year, when Coach Fish left, you know, I didn't want to leave what we started building. So that played a big factor on why I wanted to stay, was just to be with my brothers and the guys I started my career with.
I mean, you can't say enough about somebody's character that sacrifices for team, for camaraderie, for, you know, honor, right? When you make hard decisions for the right reasons, they're not hard at all. Like you could say, yeah, you know, I could leave and make money. Yeah, I could go and do these selfish type things. But when they're the right decisions that are hard decisions, usually aren't hard at all because they're the right one, you know? So no one will ever look at him staying back as a negative. It says a lot about personal character when evaluating these young guys, right? You gotta understand who you're getting. You know, we want dogs, but we want people that are, you know, not selfish. We've got a little bit of that of a problem here in Miami. We kind of tend to deal with that every couple of years, but we'll get through it, won't we?
Been a moment last couple of days where it hit you that you're an NFL player now?
Oh yeah, right when I landed here in Miami,
What's up, Armando? Salute, homie.
It was like traffic already. I was like, damn, this traffic is already bad. But so I got used to that. But you know, I got to the team hotel, and then when I stepped in the facility, and that's where I see a lot of older guys and all these coaches like Coach Mike McDaniels that I used to like see on TV. Now that I get to be under them, man, it's an honor and it's a privilege, and it's a blessing just being here. So it's fun.
You trying to live on the beach,
Yeah.
near the beach, or out west, closer?
As of right now,
I hate that question.
oh, that's not really my focus right now.
Yeah, as of right now, I don't give a damn about the beach or none of that. That's not my focus.
that's not what I'm really looking to right now. It's just I'm at the hotel, and I'm really focusing on working and again, I'm a rookie. I'm still trying to prove myself, and just getting to know like the playbook, how to do things here. So that's really my main focus.
I feel like
Ooh. That's the exact answer for, hey, place by the beach or maybe in town a little bit, I liked Kenneth Grant's answer to that, saying, yeah, not by the beach, too far from the facility. But damn, I already screwed up his name. Jonah. Hold on, give me a second. Savahi nah. Ah, fuck, I fucked it up. I know I did. What up, Tonk? Sorry, man, I forgot to drop the link. I've been going for like 30 minutes, dude.
No, I've been on. No, I was on the phone with my brother.
Oh, word up, word. Well, we're just going through the rookie class, watching some of their the interviews came out a little bit ago, like a week or so ago. But just catching everybody up. I ain't been around, so
Yeah, no.
So we've already gone through our first and second round picks. We're coming up to one of our other picks. This is Jordan Phillips, so we'll get to see this guy.
I feel like a lot of players in the league over the years that wrestle have had good success. How do you think wrestling kind of is portable over to playing defensive line? What did you learn from that?
Well, in wrestling, one point of emphasis that was taught to me in high school is leverage. And so when you wrestle, you quickly find out where to grab a man, the elbow controls the body, you know what I'm saying? And the tricep does also. So just all about leverage and, just understanding the human body. And that's what wrestling taught me.
Like the technique is applicable from both sides.
100%. Yes, sir.
One thing that really stood out when Chris and Mike were talking about you is they love your work ethic. Because anytime they checked in on you, the person was like, oh, he's probably in the weight room, he's probably in the film room doing this and that. How much pride do you take into the work you put into your craft?
Yeah, I take a lot of pride in it. I mean, obviously, preparation is the key to success. And so I always make sure that I'm preparing the right way. And a part of preparing is working out, taking care of your body and just doing those little things. And I, do the best of my ability to do those things consistently.
How much interaction have you been able to have with not just your rookie teammates, but like the vets?
Yeah, obviously, the vets are around the building. Chop Robinson, he played at Maryland, transferred to Penn State. Got a chance to talk to him. And, so I'm continuing to learn everybody and just come to work.
So this kid played with Chop Robinson, who was at Maryland before he went to Penn State. That Chop Robinson we drafted in the first round last year. They both played on the D line and stuff like that. This kid we got from Maryland, Jordan Phillips, he slid in the draft, right? If memory serves me correct, I think we picked him up in the 5th round. Don't quote me on that, but he has a hell of a motor. He's got, he doesn't have the sacks. He doesn't have the arm length you'd like him to have, but he's got a hell of a motor, and the son of a bitch is strong as hell.
What do you mean motor?
Like
motor senses?
Well, like when he takes off on the ball, he's cooking. The hands are cooking. The leverage, the feet, like he's moving.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Some of these other dudes, they're big. They can get their hands on you. They can lock you in and kind of throw you out of the way. He knows he doesn't have that type of length, so he kind of keeps himself moving, finds proper angles, and then uses leverage to get guys out of his way. He had some good pressure rates and stuff like that in college. There's a lot there that doesn't necessarily translate into high value in the NFL, but the league is made up of guys that just make a career on having the want to, the desire, and then having it between the ears, right? Being a big dude, being strong enough, being able to work and stay healthy and then keeping it between the ears, you can find yourself with a lengthy career in the NFL. How far
absolutely.
that'll go,
especially with those positions.
Yes, because those guys take
Yeah,
up.
because I mean, if they're if they're doing what they need to do or doing their best, then
I mean,
hardest
availability.
working player. Like if you hear, hardest working player is a term that resonates well, and it helps. A lot of those guys are the ones who help lead the team.
Well, exactly. They end up, there's a respect factor amongst teammates for guys who always work hard. And,
Yeah.
again, he's the dude that everyone's already saying is in the gym before everybody,
Yeah.
like all at college. Where is he? He's grinding in the gym and getting bigger, faster, stronger. The guy, and I believe it's the next player or a player or two down. He says, I got in here. I was the first one in. He goes, well, wait, I wasn't the first one the first day because Jordan Phillips was in there before me. I don't know how he got in there before me, but he did,
That
and
reminds me, that reminds me when I was in college, probably 4 out of 5 times or 4 out of 6 times when I had to do a speech, I was the first one to do the speech. Like I stood up the first speech I gave in that class, I was the first one to go because I was the first one to stand up. And I didn't make I think I made an A in that class.
Well, yeah,
But
it's always hard
it
to
was
be
the A
first.
that came from hard work, not necessarily so much of good grades. It was the hard work I put behind it.
Well, again, hard work pays off, dude. Practice
Yeah.
makes perfect. Hard work pays off. And here's the bottom line. If you're working really hard to achieve a goal, you'll achieve it at the best means you could possibly ever because you're working hard for it. Shout out to everybody in chat making it in. Crypto slinked his way in here. I see Armando. Shout out to Armando again. Cap for life. Liz got in here, and Costa Nostra. Hit the like button, everybody, on your way in, please. And thank you. Make sure to share. Tell everybody. If you're watching on X, come over here, hang out and chat, get in with the homies. Let's go.
Hey, I'm sorry for hitting 3 in a row like this.
You good.
Try not to do that, but there's a culture change underway here. Is that the sense that you've gotten just from being around the building these past couple? What is it, days now?
Absolutely, the expectation around here is high.
Oh, real quick, Tonk. I don't know if you heard that part, but he also was a wrestler, and
Yeah,
I don't know.
heard that. He said that it. Yeah, I think I heard where he said, did it help?
Yeah, that it translates and stuff like that. It definitely does.
Hell yeah, especially in his position where he's trying to stop people from running by.
Yeah, exactly. Against the run or just simple leverage work. Here's the thing. For anyone who hasn't wrestled and played any other sport, I'm telling you right now, nothing comes close to the type of endurance and hard working you'll do in a sport than wrestling. It's unrealistic.
It's like fighting.
No, it's worse than fighting. It's literally it's like if I told you to bring down that tree with your bare hands all day every day. That's what you're training for. Pretty much. It's like pure strength on pure strength. That's pretty much the best way I can say it. So it's ridiculous.
Everybody's always smiling, and everybody comes every day ready to work. And we all hold each other to a high standard.
Jordan, you talked about being like a student of other defensive tackles before you. How familiar are you with Randy Starks, who once played here, also played at the University of Maryland?
Absolutely. Talented player, physical guy. And, like I say, I'm really excited to just come here and work and learn as much as I can.
You are also with 94.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So, Tonk, I don't know if you heard, Randy Starks was drafted from the same school as him, and he's wearing Randy Starks' number 94. And Randy Starks, ex-Miami Dolphin, old head, a fucking animal, bro. Literally an animal, just wrecking guys. Someone in his position that would do well to emulate everything that man did in his career. because it's exemplifies what Miami Dolphins would love.
Well, that's dope. I mean, now I'm looking forward to seeing this player play. I'm glad that you do these things because it really shows like the what is this that you're getting these
Oh,
interviews from?
it's just the interviews that the Dolphins posted, with their young rookie class that came in for rookie minicamp. They ask them
Dope.
some questions. Yeah, it's dope. It's a good way to have a good time. You get to understand who it is that is now your football players.
So how long this dude's been on the team for 2 years now?
No. All these guys are rookies. He's
Oh,
a rookie.
I thought you said earlier that he was a second year player.
No. All these
All right.
guys we're
Okay,
watching
okay.
are all rookies. They've been here
Oh,
2
maybe
weeks.
he was talking about someone that was a second year player.
Maybe.
Okay.
All right, let's continue.
Oh, really? It was mutual. It was. Yes, sir.
Was this the first time you put the jersey on today?
Oh, yes, what? Yes, sir. It was. No, it was pretty good. I take a lot of pride in wearing a Dolphin jersey, any jersey for that matter. And so, anytime I have a jersey on and outside the jersey, I try to represent myself the best way as possible.
What's your goal today? What are you trying to get
There you
accomplished
go.
this weekend here at rookie minicamp?
Just to improve. Each rep, each day, my plan is to improve.
So this is the rookie we got out of Florida.
I got a question. Do they interview Shiloh in this?
No, buddy, that's a different team. No,
he's on the Bucks. My bad. He's on the Bucks. Sorry.
Yeah, we're only doing Dolphins.
Yeah, I know. My bad, dude. I forgot.
Yeah, you're good. This is the kid we got from
the Gators.
The Gators, that's right. Yeah, this is Jason Marshall. So
honestly, we haven't met like a bunch of the guys that's here already yet. Just mainly a lot of rookies, but just trying to communicate with them, learn the playbook, and then once that time comes, when I'm able to learn the guys that's here already, just come in and be close to them. So
what's been the biggest challenge for you just for adjusting from college?
So I don't know. Maybe he's just a little winded. I think he's a little bit like Jordan Phillips seemed. All right, so Kenneth Grant seemed comfortable in front of the microphones. Jonah Silvahi seemed a little shaky in front of the microphones, did well. Jordan Phillips seems like he'd been in front of microphones his whole damn life. He was good, but Jason Marshall seems, I don't know, like a young guy really studying through the answers of the questions right now. I'm just pointing it out.
Honestly, I wouldn't say it's, a big change off of anything like that. Probably like the speed of the game and also having more knowledge of the game. So probably those two. It's been crazy, especially coming from the combine draft.
What just happened there?
I don't know.
They just switch up angles on me real quick. Look.
To learn the guys that's here already, just come in and be close to them. So
what's been the biggest challenge for you just for adjusting from college to pro level now that you did?
Honestly, I wouldn't say it's, a big change off of anything like that. Probably like the speed of the game and also having more knowledge of the game. So probably those two. It's been crazy, especially.
Just went from one angle to another and right into it. I'm guessing answering a different question right now.
Coming from the combine draft, all that, it's been crazy. But as far as right now, just settling in, learning the playbook, getting to know, some of the rookies here. That's pretty much it. Just settling down.
All right, this is a real genuine reaction from this young kid right now. He's I think they switched the camera angles because he's kind of like
whirlwind, like a lot to handle all at once, or is it sort of
Look, the damn media guys are on it too. They're picking up what I'm talking about. Look at the next question.
But that's pretty much it. Just settling down.
Has it been a whirlwind, like a lot to handle all at once, or is it sort of been incremental over the last few weeks?
Very incremental. Last few weeks. Coaches here now trying to break it down. So we can learn it the best. That's pretty much it. So.
How would you describe your game?
Very hard-nosed guy. Coming up to the line with my size. Ready to press. Ready to work. So yeah.
Have you met the other rookie cornerbacks, and did you ever cross paths being in the central part of the state with BJ, UCF, Florida?
Well, I know we played against him this past year. I didn't know too much of him, but today, since we've been here, we had a few conversations, especially when we played him, and then just trying to get together and learn the playbook. So that's the biggest thing.
Jason, have you had a moment yet where it's hit you that
I would say the second day after the draft, and then obviously now, especially walking in the buildings, wearing the NFL logo, wearing the Dolphins logo. So definitely now.
Dante, as you're embarking?
Yeah, definitely now. Feeling it. Yeah. Oh, what up, Pete? What's going on, buddy? John, thank you for coming through here. Rackus, what's going on? Hit the like button. Mudbone, I see you in here. Yeah, honest reaction from the young guy, Jason Marshall. He's definitely feeling it right now, right? He's in there. Next up is the safety, Dante Trader. This is a guy I think we're gonna see more. I mean, listen, Dolphins have a big need at safety right now. It's anybody's game. So let's hear it.
NFL life, which is everything is new. How much does it help, or how cool is it that you have somebody here who you played in college with?
Chop. Oh yeah, I already talked to him. I said, I don't care if you're the same age. You're gonna help me and figure this whole thing out because I don't know anything.
My fault. It was Dante that went to Maryland with Chop. My fault.
I'm a sponge, so I'm gonna be under his wing, under any vet. So that's the biggest plan is get a vet. Just be a rookie, shut up and work. That's my mindset right now.
What was it you referenced? What's the nickname you used? I'm sorry.
Chop.
Okay, Chop.
Yeah, Chop.
Oh, you played with Chop.
Yeah, I played with Chop. Yeah. Oh, you talking about Jordan? Oh, Jordan. Oh, that too. So
Yeah,
we've already been every night.
did
So
play
we already
with
got a
him.
plan together that we're gonna.
All right, yeah, that's what I thought. So Jordan did play with him. So both of them played with Chop. My fault. Yeah, fuck. Damn.
I'm gonna go over stuff. He's teaching me the fronts and things like that.
I thought I was like tripping there for a second.
So we all human.
Yeah, I was like, damn, did I fuck up? I guess not. I fucked up thinking I fucked up. There's where I went wrong. I second guessed myself, Tonk, and I shouldn't do that.
I know. I'd be doing that on Pokemon Go.
Like that, and we're just watching, just being in the film room together, just learning the new NFL process.
What has Chop told you about the biggest transition, biggest adjustment?
The speed of the game in the playbook. You know what I'm saying? Like again, I haven't played at this level. I have no experience, so I'm back at the bottom. It's not college anymore, so you got to throw out the college and come in, be ready to work and learn from the vets.
Dante, Mike Loxley spoke from our colleagues here, like Marcel's around here somewhere, about how you and Jordan are pro-ready guys and really going to be good professionals. I'm curious what he means by that, like in terms of how you go about your preparation. Like, what is a preparation?
I would say the pursuit of being a pro. I'm just starting to be a pro, so you just embodying some of the things that his old pros have done. So just taking care of your body. And there's only one person that ever came in the building before me was Jordan Phillips. Like he already had a workout by 5:30. I'm walking in 6:30 to the film room. I could hear the music blasting, but
I told you, dude. What did I say? He came in here. Dante came in early to get in a workout, and Jordan Phillips was in there before him. He's like, "What the fuck, this motherfucker?" You know what I'm saying? But he knows him too. So I like this type of. Dante, Jordan Phillips, Chop Robinson, all these guys know each other from college. They got similar characteristics that, Dante showing in to get in early, and the only guy to get him was one of his homies from back at school. He's like, you got me, bro. Some things never change, whatever. But like that's a good sign of like, well, obviously a plan, right? There was a plan in place, and they have identified something in these young dudes that are going to be part of this youth movement to change the culture.
You know, it really starts on Sundays. We both coming in there watching raw tape, and then Monday through Friday we're always self-scouting more than anything to understand how we can get better, but also on top of that diving into X and O's of our opponents.
How is the communication for that aspect of your game been with the Dolphins and Brass? Did you talk about that pre-draft? Did you talk with them at all, or after you got drafted, has there been conversation about that in terms of how you can apply that as a
Same thing. So like every combine visit you get to talk to the coaches, but I talk to the special team coordinator and the assistants and Coach Lowe. Just having the ability to bounce some things off on what are things I'm going to be able to do and translate and just build a plan of, what I can keep up. It's all about consistency. I can say, hey, I'm going to wake up 4 a.m., but if I can't, sustain that for however many years I'm in the league, then it's not going to work and I'm not going to pan out. So just really building a plan with Coach Lowe.
You've only been here for a short while, but was there a moment ever this morning or last night or wherever where the reality of you being in the NFL hit you?
I mean, just stepping into the team meeting room when Coach Alt came in here with intensity, or Coach Mike was just blasting music. I was like, yeah, I'm really here. Like, I'm really here in one of the seats. So it's a privilege to be in those seats. And the day I take it for granted is the day I'll be out the league in a hurry. So I'm just trying to take advantage of every day and get 1% better.
What's this experience?
Hell yeah. I listen, we got desperate need at help and safety. Somebody's going to get opportunities this year. And Dante Trader Jr., with his instincts and how he plays the game, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's only 5'10", 195, 196, depending on whatever. But homie is legit, and I think we'll see plenty of him probably earlier than people think. This next guy, Tonk, is the running back we got, Ollie. Ollie Gordon. So if Ollie Gordon was drafted last year, the Dolphins wouldn't have gotten him because he kind of fell pretty far to them. This kid, he's one of those backs that's like a big speed back, but also like is great through contact and everything. His problem this year is their O-line. They had some changes. They had a lot of change on their team, and he was getting mauled as soon as he grabbed the ball. But the year prior, he was damn near the best running back in all of college.
Like, and when did you realize that you're officially in the NFL?
It took some time to realize that. I feel like once I got here and got to see everybody, saw the facility, I was like, okay, this is for real, but I feel like it's been great. Miami's been great to me. And, I just can't wait till next week to meet the rest of my team and get to mingle with everybody and see how that goes.
What's the process like now? I know you haven't stepped on the field yet, but just getting used to the heat, humidity, and the playbook.
I would just say, it's a little bit more than college, but, it's only day 2. We got a long time with this. And like I said, get to talk to some of the vets and, work with them and see how they do it. And, you can never stop learning. So I feel like I can learn a lot from the vets on this team, and that'll be huge.
Why 31?
I kind of got stuck with it, but I'm not complaining. But I would just say once I thought about it, it was like, the Dolphins went out and chose me, and there's 32 teams in the NFL, and 31 teams passed on me. So why not use it?
Is there a moment this week where it kind of hit you that I'm an NFL player now?
I think kind of when I landed in Miami, actually, and had my suitcases filled to the brim, that's when I realized, like, this for real.
How many suitcases you bring?
2.
Just 2?
Yeah, just for a little bit. I can go back and get some more stuff out there. Just for camp.
You played at Oklahoma State, obviously. Have you ever had it?
I like that, right? I'm ready to go to work. I'm grabbing these 2 bags. This is my clothes. This is my bath stuff and hygiene shit, and I'm out of here. I'm going to work. I ain't trying. They're going to give me a jersey. They're going to give me a whole bunch of swag. I'll worry about that later. You just came ready to go to work.
Ever had any experience with what kind of weather you're going to be dealing with here throughout the spring, the summer, into early autumn?
I would say, actually, yeah, summers in Oklahoma get really hot, and we'll have summer ball out there, and the ground will be real hot, and we also played a game in Arizona State, so yeah, we played Arizona State probably 2 years ago, and it was hot, so it was yeah, beginning of the season, yeah, it was crazy.
That's oven hot. This is steamy hot.
Yo.
What kind of laugh is that?
Yo.
That's that laugh where I'm gonna laugh, but not really.
All right, hold up. I need that audio. I don't know how to get it, but I'm gonna get it to HB 55. I need that audio. Listen to that. I'm gonna get this.
And we also played a game in Arizona State, so yeah, we played Arizona State probably 2 years ago, and it was hot. So
I need this audio, HB.
Yeah, beginning of the season, yeah, it was crazy.
Right here.
They tell you get there early. I'm excited, so it's like, oh, this game I get there.
Yo, I gotta get that audio so I can hit that whenever, bro. I gotta get that audio so I can get it whenever. All right. So I'll just, when something funny's happening, I'm gonna hit that laugh.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pass out. Yeah, about to pass out. It was horrible.
Yeah, he does, B. McD.
I was just saying, Coach Mike knows how to use his players, and I'm just ready to be a part of that, be able to help the team any way I can. Like I said, even if that's playing special teams, or just to be there and just to see what's going on. Jalen Waddle, Tyreek Hill, running all over the field. So,
real quick, B. McD says he sounds like Shorty from Scary Movie 2. Free paper.
Oh shit, son.
He did sound like him a little bit, bro. That's I had to stop the video for that. Let me rewind it a little bit. It messed me up.
I'm gonna pass out. Yeah, about to pass out. It was horrible.
What excites you the most about coming into an office like this?
I was just saying, Coach Mike knows how to use his players, and I'm just ready to be a part of that, be able to help the team any way I can. Like I said, even if that's playing special teams, or just to be there and just to see what's going on. Jalen Waddle, Tyreek Hill, running all over the field. So, I feel like it'd be huge to see.
Ollie, I feel like a lot's made of your pass protection, but you also have some very good receiving team up there. I'm curious, what are some things you did to make yourself into a 3-down player in terms of receiving?
I would say,
Real quick, so question asked to him. Travis Wingfield gives a good question, usually because he represents the Dolphins, he usually gives softball questions, but he asked, about his willingness in pass protection. And Ollie Gordon, as a pass blocking running back, I mean, dude would put his fucking helmet in their chest, dude. I loved it, man. So let's hear how he answers it.
Just back in Oklahoma State, before practice, we lived heavy on the jugs, probably catch 100 balls a day. And I felt like that was huge. So I feel like that's what really helped, honestly.
Oh, maybe it was his pass catching. Oh, he asked about his pass catching. Oh, damn, man. I thought he was asked about his pass blocking.
Yeah, for sure. Yes, sir.
Would you consider yourself still in the draft?
I'm gonna say yeah, but nah, we can let the people decide that one. Honestly, I'm just here to play ball.
When you slid to that far into the third day, what was your thought process like?
It was really just finding, where home was, honestly. Just seeing where it was. I wasn't really worried about where I was going to go. It was just about winning, honestly.
You also spoke about not skipping out on the whole season, the end of the season, your final year at the Oklahoma State.
Mm-hmm.
That decision, why is it so important for you to kind of feel like it's a commitment like that?
I mean, because it was only my third year. Why wouldn't I play with them? And they're my teammates. I love them. I love those guys, and they're great people. So why would I do that to them? That's not me. That's not in me.
Ali, sorry if you've been asked this, but you're in a crowded running back room with H.N. and Jalen Wright, Alexander Madison, the short yardage guy. What do you feel about your chances of being impactful as a rookie?
Really just taking some pointers from them. Honestly, all of them, they all play different, and just to learn from them and see how they do it, I feel like it'll be huge. So we can see how it works from there. I don't decide anything; that'll be decided by everybody else. So we'll see.
Your style should play very well in this offense. I mean, being the physical guy, you're kind of a combination of everything they have. Have you thought about that at all? Or
Chris Perkins leading the witness, asking a question we all want, because he is right. If we look at what he is, he's a well-rounded running back, right? Like, we have a speed back. We have Jalen Wright, who didn't get a lot of use last year, that we think is more of like the power back, the 1-2. This guy having like everything, right? I don't know, bro. I mean, whatever.
how your game would translate out here?
Not really. I really hadn't thought about that. Honestly, it's just about getting in the playbook right now, learning to play. So when that time comes, I'm comfortable to get out there and play.
What's the transition been like? Because pre-draft, it seemed to be physical focus, right? Like, how do I lift more, run faster, cut faster, and now you can switch into learning your actual role, actual job in the offense.
Tell you what. Never mind. I'm not gonna say it. I see y'all making fun of the way he looks in chat. Saying they're saying his ears look like Dopey. He needs more chapstick. Y'all are fucking ruthless in chat. I was gonna pile on and say something about his great vision, but I'm gonna let that simmer. So.
And then you know what you should do? You should use his laugh every time you read one of their jokes.
God, I wish I had it. I'm getting it. Don't worry, we're gonna get
Like,
it.
read the jokes that they're saying and use his laugh.
I know it's really not funny.
That's messed up, dude.
It's messed up because I like the kid. I think he's going to be an amazing addition in the
It's
running
all
back
love,
field.
homie. It's all love.
It's all love, dog. You know what? Show him on the field, big dog.
Different, normally, training more physical than studying is. So it's like, I got to sit here and study. But, when if you want to get on that field, you're going to do the studying. So it's definitely time to sit down and chill and study for sure.
How would you describe the feeling of signing that first NFL contract?
It felt good. I was happy. I was cheesing. My smile was ear to ear.
Hell yeah.
It's easy to pick up from talking.
That's a perfect reaction. Yeah, I was happy.
That you have personality. What kind of locker room guy would you describe yourself as?
I feel like I'm the walk around the locker room, talk to everybody, make sure everybody having a good day type of guy in the locker room. So
I get that vibe.
Yeah, thanks.
That's Ollie.
I get that vibe from him.
A successful, rookie camp.
I would just say being able to get the playbook down, not having any mess ups off of that, and just having a positive, camp, honestly.
Yeah, it's been good. Just like you said, getting ready for mini camp. And
All right, so Tonk, this is fan favorite already because most of us are out on Tua, as you know. So Quinn Ewers.
Is this who is this?
It's Quinn Ewers, Texas quarterback.
Where's Ali at? Make sure Ali's watching.
Yeah, I know.
Get your Bible. Because it's about to get holy up in here. Quinn Ewers is up.
Obviously, I'm continuing on the journey of my career, and it's been exciting. It's been a dream come true for me since I was a little kid. Since I picked up a football, I always wanted to play in the NFL, and it's not a better place to begin the journey.
An offense that's had a lot of success over the last few years, being able to learn and cultivate your skills with this group. What does that mean?
Yeah, I mean, just like you said, they've been there, they've done that, they've succeeded at the highest level in our game, in our profession. So it's.
All right, hold up. And I don't know if Pete is still watching in chat. Is Quentin Ewers?
Just having a positive camp, honestly.
All right, so first off, it was a big sigh to start the interview for Quentin Ewers. It's a here we go. And then it's a great place to start off my career here. No place the long journey ahead of me, career start here. And then when they asked him about playing here in Miami, he kind of bit his tongue and said they've done all this and that. Like, I'm hearing a little bit of a guy who doesn't like the Miami Dolphins fit, doesn't think.
Yeah. Or maybe he's just there so he don't get fined.
Yes. I'm listen, Pete, I want you to listen to what I'm saying here, because he starts off with a huge sigh. Let's
Yeah.
get right.
He's like, here we
He's like,
go.
here it is.
And the
What's
mess-ups
up,
off of
guy?
that, and just having a positive, camp, honestly.
All right, here it comes. Listen.
Yeah, it's been good. Just
It's been good. Listen to this journey talk.
like you said, getting ready for mini camp, and obviously I'm continuing on the journey of my career, and it's been exciting. It's been a dream.
Just continuing on the journey in my career, whatever that means in this career. Got no career here with this team. That's what it sounds like. Got no career here with this team. That's what it sounds like. Listen, am I off? Am I
No.
off here? I'm
No.
not. I'm not. I didn't think so. I didn't think I was off.
Ready for mini camp, and obviously I'm continuing on the journey of my career, and it's been exciting. It's been a dream come true for me since I was a little kid. Since I picked up a football, I always wanted to play in the NFL, and it's not a better place to begin the journey.
Not a better place to begin the journey.
Okay, dude. Tell that to your fucking Christmas card that you send Stephen Ross.
Yeah, right?
All right. All right, we get it. It's a Hallmark fucking card that you just read.
Yeah, it's and not even a good one. Like, you didn't buy the one that came in plastic. You bought like the 99-cent bin ones. Like, you gave someone a happy Mother's Day card on her birthday or something. Like, you missed. But watch this.
Let's hope he doesn't miss fucking wide receivers the same way.
I mean, yeah. Let's see.
An offense that's had a lot of success over the last few years, being able to.
An offense that has a lot of success over the last few years. I snuff at that. Let's continue.
To begin the journey.
An offense that's had a lot of success over the last few years, being able to learn and cultivate your skills with this group. What does that mean?
Yeah, I mean, just like you said, they've been there, they've done that, they've succeeded.
Whoop! Bit his tongue. They've been there, they've done that. Now, it looks to me like he's like, yeah, bullshit, pal. Watch him bite his tongue.
There, they've done that.
Right there. They've been there, they've done that. Bites his tongue. Watch it again.
What does that mean?
Yeah, I mean, just like you said, they've been there, they've done that.
Right there, biting his tongue. I think Quentin Ewers is mincing his words a little bit here. I think he's mincing his words a little bit here. I think he's in here throwing to this rookie class and probably hasn't talked to an offensive coach of significance his entire time here. He's getting the same reps as the wide receiver that's also playing quarterback in minicamp. And he's like, well, damn, I'm not getting a shot. I don't believe in this team. I don't even want to be here.
They've succeeded at the highest level in our game, in our profession. So it's
They succeeded at the highest level of our game and our profession. Who has succeeded at the highest level? The Dolphins? We have not. We haven't even succeeded in playoff victory level. We haven't succeeded in win the division level.
they've succeeded at the highest level in our game, in our profession. So it's exciting. There's really no other words to describe it. It's just exciting, and to learn from all these veterans.
Learn from all these veterans. What veterans is he learning? I thought when I heard from all the other young guys that they didn't really, they seen the veterans, but they haven't practiced. This is rookie minicamp. They ain't learning. I mean, maybe he's talking in just. Maybe I'm splitting hairs here.
What was this coaching staff's message to you as you started pretty? I mean, it's abbreviated
Ooh.
camp for you guys.
Great question. What did the coaching staff say to you, Quinn?
Yeah, I mean, just take advantage of every opportunity because, there's a lot of guys out there right now. And, everyone's fighting for the same job and we're all competitive, but it's cool at the same time just because these guys are, at the end of the day, some of these guys are going to end up being, teammates with us. And but you gotta earn the job and earn the trust of those guys as well. So
some of these guys are going to end up being teammates with us. Well, that sounds like a guy that I was completely wrong about. That he's saying he's a Dolphin right there, Tonk. Did you hear that? Listen to this.
Everyone's fighting for the same job and we're all competitive, but it's cool at the same time just because these guys are, at the end of the day, some of these guys are going to end up being, teammates with us and but you gotta earn the job and earn the trust of those guys as well. So it's been cool.
Well, it was a question about himself. He asked the question. He was asked the question. He speaks for the team now. Is Quinn Ewers now taking over the Dolphins? Maybe I wasn't seeing a guy that was disinterested. Maybe I was seeing a guy with arrogance. Maybe he was biting his tongue, saying they haven't gotten shit done because I ain't been here yet. Maybe I saw this wrong. Maybe Quinn Ewers is saying to himself, yeah, they've accomplished at the highest levels of everything. Yeah, they sure have. Not. But they will now that I'm here. Because a lot of these guys out here playing, it's cool to see these guys playing but competing. But, some of them are going to end up being on my team. That's what he said. My Dolphins team.
When you come in with kind of a chip on your shoulder to kind of prove yourself,
Ooh, do you have a chip on your shoulder?
Yeah, I mean, I guess, I didn't expect to fall as low as I did, but at circumstances being, it is what it is at the end of the day, and I have the same opportunity as everybody else does, and I'm beyond thankful for that, and I just want to go in there and play my game at the end of the day and learn and develop as a quarterback.
When Zach Wilson is here behind Tua, do you have designs on being the number 2 quarterback, or what are your thoughts on that?
I mean, I'm just going to try to go out there and play my game every day and just focus on myself and what I can do to help the team win and what I can do to help make the team better.
Maybe I am hearing different, Tonk. Maybe I am hearing different. Maybe he is saying, like he was just asked, are you, planning on going against Zach Wilson? He's like, nah, I'm just here to make this team better and win. Because I ain't even worried about Zach Wilson. I ain't even worried about backup quarterback position.
That's what he should say.
That's what it kind of sounds like,
That's
really.
what he should say, though.
Well, listen.
The number 2 quarterback, or what are your thoughts on that?
I mean, I'm just going to try to go out there and play my game every day and just focus on myself. And
trying to play my game every day. Focus on myself. I ain't got to worry about them.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of what he said right there,
He's
isn't it?
going to make it. I mean, he's the one trying to make it for himself. He's not trying to make it for or make it in. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Some of these questions are, it's just like, some of these questions are just like, well, obviously, dude. I mean, what the fuck you want him to say?
Play my game every day and just focus on myself and what I can do to help the team win and what I can do to help make the team better, no matter what my positioning is. I have not.
Have you talked to Tua yet? No, I have not. He's been avoiding me since I got here. Damn.
Said that?
No, he didn't say that, but that's the vibe I got. That Tua's been avoiding me ever since I got here. That's the vibe I got.
I don't know. Yeah, but sometimes that's just the way it goes.
I mean, listen, Tua, he ain't here to not try to take Tua's job.
Right? Really, exactly. It's. I mean, that stuff can all take place when the season, when Tua actually comes to the facility. Like he ain't even been to the facility. What do
I
you need
mean,
to
listen,
talk to him for?
this is Tua's what, 4th year in this offense? Third, yeah, something like that. Like Tua should be light years ahead of him.
Right, so
Should
he
be.
don't need to be in touch with him.
Maybe
I mean,
Tua should
unless
be helping the
if
guy along like a
If
teammate.
Tua's an outgoing person, then yeah, I could see it. But like, if Tua's not an outgoing person, then I wouldn't expect him to.
Yeah, but that wasn't how Quinn kind of said that. If you listen.
From like Texas, that's under the spotlight as much as it is.
The number 2 quarterback, or what are your thoughts on that?
Hold on, I got
I mean, I'm
back
just
a
going
little
to try
too
to go
far.
out there and play my game every day and just focus on myself and what I can do to help the team win and what I can do to help make the team better, no matter what my positioning is.
Here's the question here.
I have not.
Have you talked?
Quinn, coming from
Woo! A little bit of spice on the end of that. Look at his face when he says I'm not, and he turns. Like, bitch, did you just ask me that? Look, hold up.
Yeah, because they're
no matter what my.
Yeah, but watch how he dismisses her. Look at his face when he says I'm not, and he turns.
Positioning is. I have not.
Quinn, coming from a program.
Ooh, that was cold. There was some spice in that one.
Like the shit they used to sell at 7-Eleven.
Yeah, the fucking K2, the whole thing. Like, take that, some bath salts. Next thing you know, you're eating Tua Tagovailoa's face off. That's how it goes. Motherfucker be real freaking South Florida, Miami if he gets some of that spice in that K2 and devours Tua's face in the locker room.
He's rolling that shit up together.
Yeah, calling that a dirty.
Program like Texas, that's under the spotlight as much as it is. Does that make the transition to the NFL a little easier for you? You think?
I think so, for sure. Austin has a lot of fans, and at the end of the day, I think it's the closest thing to a pro program in college that you can get. On all levels, in all sectors, whether it be meeting with media or the way that we prepare throughout the week and the way that the game day atmosphere is. And there's no doubt that it's definitely one of the best, if not the best, college run that prepares you for the NFL.
Has there been anything that surprised you since coming here to Miami?
I mean, it's still early. Still got some time to be surprised, I guess. But I mean, I guess how welcoming everybody is, and just how, everybody that I've talked to, just how, like I said, welcoming. I mean, it's not a hostile environment. Leaving college, going to the NFL, I bet someplace.
Well, Quinn, just to let you know, most people would say it's a soft environment around here. Maybe we would like it to be a little bit more hostile. I'm glad you're enjoying this soft landing, and it should be the softest landing you can give for rookies, at least on their first couple of days, right? But we're looking to not have this soft mentality anymore.
Places are a little hostile just because you're bringing in rookies and they're looking to earn a job, and these older guys are looking to keep a job. But it's been cool to get to talk with them.
What are some of the things you're looking to accomplish during rookie week?
Well, I guess learn the playbook better, and continue to execute the plays and remain present in every play, one rep at a time, but and have a good time and lead these guys, and because right now it's my responsibility to lead all these rookies on, and it's my opportunity to go get noticed at the end of the day, and I'm going to try to go do that.
Ben, how different
Nice.
do you think this experience will be? Because you've been at the top of the food chain everywhere you've been, I'm sure your whole football playing career. How different do you think that this could be?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely going to be different. Like you said, I've never really been in the position that I'm in, but I don't think it's a bad thing at all. I'm honestly excited for it to learn and develop as a player, and I think it's only going to benefit me in the long run.
So how does it feel to finally be here amongst the rest of the rookies?
It feels great. Really excited to be here, ready to get to work, and just taking that all in every day.
So this is Zeke Biggers, which is kind of fitting because he's a big boy. He's the last guy we got, another defensive tackle. So, again, we needed a lot of help on our D-line. We had some young guys, lost some veterans, lost, a big-time draft pick a year ago. hadn't really replaced it. The room's getting older, so we had to get an influx of young talent. That's why he was brought in here, and hopefully he can shake out.
Been some of the advice that you've gotten from the guys here?
Really just take it one day at a time. Don't overthink anything. You're here for a reason. There's a million people in the world trying to get to this position, so just take it with a grain of salt and come in and work and ready to work every day.
Thinking ahead to that 17-game schedule, how do you feel like you're going to be able to prepare mentally and physically?
I feel like I'm gonna be pretty well with that. I've always been a guy to take care of my body and do the things that's needed. So massages, cold tub, hot tub, or just anything of that nature. So I definitely feel like I'll be able to get through the season.
Have you felt any surprises since coming here yet? Like, wow, I'm really here.
Yeah, just walking in, seeing my name on the locker and seeing my jersey and everything was kind of just crazy. So just being able to see that and I had to take a picture of it. So there's always a memory I always have. So yeah, definitely.
What's your early impression of KG and the trio of rookie drafted D-linemen?
I feel like this is some of the best D tackles in the nation right here. So we're gonna come in and work. And KG and Jordan, great guys. We already done did walkthroughs and stuff. Just seeing how they communicate and just the bond we already had. It felt like we knew each other already, just the way we communicate on the field. So it's been pretty good.
Not bad at all. Real quick, Tonk, do you want to see the schedule release video that had fans? So every year, right?
I'm sure you know your numbers better than I do. Last year,
my fault. Every year they do. Whoops, you're not on stage with me. Every year they do schedule release videos, and every team kind of releases their video. And the Dolphins one was not entertaining. They've kind of missed the mark. It's like an opportunity for teams to be super creative and release their schedule releases. It's anticipated, and always the schedules get leaked little by little all day long. So the schedule by like 5 o'clock, but at 8 o'clock on schedule release day, they drop these videos, all of the different teams. And this is what the Dolphins one looked like. Here, I'll put it on now for you to see. I do like that Zach Thomas is narrating, but let's continue.
We've carried it all. Good, but not great. Close, but still so far away. Confident, but never satisfied. But when you look inward, dig deeper than ever before, you learn that sometimes the tide doesn't turn on its own. You have to turn it. We're done looking back. Now we charge forward. Forged by perfection, sharpened by adversity, bonded by purpose. Because no spirit can outlast the one that's building beneath the surface.
Cheesy.
Yeah.
It's hella cheesy. Yeah.
So,
and the crowd went mid.
I would, I gotta say something, right? The Dolphins next year for their schedule release thing should hold a contest, because I promise you this, us here at the Tailgate team would obliterate that schedule release video. Make us privy a month before, sign NDAs, we won't say nothing, and we'll release the schedule release video. And I promise you, it'll be 10,000 times better. We'll win that bitch. That was not good. The only cool part of the entire video was
like the water blowing out or the laser or something, like the laser.
Yeah, right here, when it has like this panned wide view of the stadium. this looked pretty cool.
Forged by perfection, sharpened by
right there. That looked
Yeah,
sick.
that was the only cool part.
This is the only cool part. It's the Hard Rock Stadium. It looks incredible. And then the laser hits like it's raining too.
It looks like it looks like Independence Day or Godzilla.
Yeah, it looks like some Godzilla shit, right? Yeah, and then it kind of just boom, and that's pretty dope. But
that's corny as fuck. Dude, that's corny as fuck,
bro.
What is this? What is this? A fucking video game?
A video game? What?
What is this?
Blitz not Blitz pickup. Shout out to
it's
the boys.
NFL Blitz.
It's NFL Blitz.
It's
literally
NFL
looks
Blitz
like
2025.
2025? No, that's like 1999 when they first like, you know what I'm saying?
When it first came out.
Yeah, when it was like the first big game. Like, look at this. Like, wait a second. Wait. All right, the
We were
eyes
playing
lighting
Super
up.
Smash Brothers.
Bro, what happened to Jalen Waddle? Look at number 17. He's got a fucking beer gut. Why has he got such a big beer gut?
It's the same people who made this video are the same people who took out seats out of the stadium so they could fit more TVs.
Look, it's okay. So Jalen Waddle looks fat. That's a wide receiver, number 17. Devon Achane and Tyreek Hill, 10 and 28. They look like, well, Tyreek Hill looks ridiculous. His head's too small for his body. His arms are too small for his body. Like, what's going on?
So is this the Department of Miami efficiency? Is this the cabal?
It's a really good question you asked there, Tonk. Because what the Dolphins are really, what the globalists are really trying to tell us here is the truth through media. And they are telling we are mind controlling dumb Dolphin fans into believing that they're going to be able to have lightning strike while the iron's hot. Everyone's going to get on fire. Tua Tagovailoa is going to rocket into the sky as they defeat all these things. This is literally Dolphins fans are at the stadium. Lightning has finally struck for us, and we got a winning season. Lighting on fire with the lightning as Tua and strings it into the air. And that's how it is. This is what the Dolphins are trying to tell us.
Looks like what they this looks like sorry, a message popped up when I was getting ready to say that and I lost train of thought.
You're good.
It looks this video and the different images and stuff. It looks like what you see at the game when they score a touchdown or something, or a first down, or like everybody stand up.
If I was on the other Streamlabs, I could be pulling up all those graphics and that's cool. But like the schedule release, like there was some extremely creative schedule releases out there that were fun and funny. And I'll get into that, but let's continue to break this down. So let's start off rip, right? We're no audio. We're down here. It's immediately saying, hey, it's 1,000,000% like Gronk or ChatGPT made this, right? Like this is what AI images, like somebody like asked.
It's like close, but still
AI.
so far away. What the hell? What does that mean? Your playoff victories?
Like, okay, that looks, the close up on that is pretty dope because it's kind of like some,
It looks like a power station
or like a treasure at the bottom of the sea that these dolphins are finding. Maybe we're missing it here. Okay, we missed it earlier. Maybe we're missing it again. Maybe they're saying that the Dolphins are finding treasure at the bottom of the sea this year. So here's the tale, audio lists. Treasure at the bottom of the sea, found by a school of dolphins. I forget what color calls them. When they're schooled together, they're called. And the freaking treasure's out of the bag. Lightning has struck to the air. It's going to race across the world. Oh, look. Oh, fuck it. Miss Spain.
What the fuck was that? Because that's where they're going to play.
Yeah, but just so you know, I am laying the Dolphins to lose in Spain, because the globalists just told us the
Because
answer here.
yeah, right.
Globalists
what
just
is
told
that?
us
But
the
hold on.
answer.
But what are they trying to tell us with that? Why didn't it go through there? Why did it go around it? What is
It went
it
went around Spain because the Dolphins are going to lose in Spain in a big, big way.
Is that because the fucking Panama Canal is owned by China?
Well, these globalists.
It's not on the
Pod,
same
thank you,
side,
Nami.
but like what?
Yeah, a globalist. So okay, they skip past Spain, fly. Huh? Thought it came over the sea. I guess it would come over the land. All right, whatever. And here we go. Now this part of the video, I just don't really understand.
It looks like a basketball court.
It's not. It's like a wall, and it's really like a street ambiance. But it's like this guy is spray painting it. Is that what's happening here?
Is that the flat? It's so.
So hold on. Look. Here we are. Look, this guy's spray painting. Like the Dolphins got the graphics from what's that video game?
Grand Theft Auto?
Yeah, GTA. What was the GTA?
We got
3.
GTA graphics before GTA 6.
We got GTA 3 graphics right here.
we got Vice City graphics.
Yeah, we got the Vice City graphics. That's what they did. They bought they rented the proprietary ship from Rockstar Games for the Vice City Miami graphics, and they just stole one of the dudes that was spray painting on the side. Looks like he's getting ready to like run towards the wall and then have to turn left and run left. You know what I'm saying? But he's spray paint. Like, first of all, did he spray paint all these teams? Because excellent work, right? That's like perfect rendition. But look, yeah, no, he's definitely tagging. I don't like that.
He looks like he's too old to be tagging.
He does look a little old to be he kind of looks like that guy that took a shot at Trump.
No, that guy was like tall and skinny. Nobody who tags. I don't know. Maybe someone. I don't know. Taggers are too secretive to be. They don't want
to be tagging him. Yeah, so you don't. A bolt of lightning don't come by and catch a tagger off guard. He's ready for that shit. He's not tagging under a bunch of light. Wait a second. It says 2025.
Taggers only come out at night.
Well, it is night because you can see the street lights on. It says in the top left-hand corner, 2025 opponents, and there's the opponents right there. And then I don't know what's this symbol over here.
It looks like a basketball hoop.
It kind of does in the far corner of it, doesn't it? Talking about the orange.
Yeah, it looks like it looks like a basketball ring in the net, like kind of just like drawn.
It looks like, I don't know. It looks like 3 Pac-Men from the side eating each other, or 3 weird looking hearts. This guy's, I don't know what's going on here.
Oh, I didn't see that. It looks like a heart.
Yeah, I don't really. Again, we got a guy tagging. The lightning bolt comes by. This is the best part.
There. He looks like Lake Worth Beach back in the day where it had that tall wall right on the beach.
Yes, it did. Yes. Look, this is the best part though, right? After the lightning goes past here, we get a pan view from that, and it looks to be raining. Like if you look,
it looks like Seattle. It looks like Seattle, is what it looks like
with palm trees. But if you look towards,
but like the gloominess, it looks like Seattle.
Yeah, and that teal glow is very nice. Yeah. Even though the Dolphins are aqua, it more has like a teal glow with
I think that looks pretty cool.
And if you look down in the lights that are in the corners of the stadium on the bottom side, you can actually see like rain. Like this is where all of it really was nicely. I don't like how dark the parking lot is because I'm not interested in that happening, right? Like look how dark the parking lot is. Everybody's shit's getting stolen. I mean,
You need to
I got
quit throwing
fucking. I
shade
got
on my
alarm on my
friggin'
car.
promo video, man.
oh shit! Look, Color came up to the rescue for the promo video.
Y'all are just
What do you mean the
hating for
rescue?
no reason, hating, man.
Oh, you like it, Color?
Have you guys not seen the recent years promo videos? I think this
Hell
one's
no.
like,
I never even knew they had promo videos.
yeah, this one's head and shoulders better than they've been, man. Are you
Oh
kidding
well, okay. Well, that's a whole totally different argument, though.
me?
Well, Color,
That doesn't mean.
I mean,
Now
Color.
we're comparing Now we get to compare apples to apples.
Well,
the
real
only
quick,
critique I would have is that they didn't hire HB to do it. That's my only critique.
buddy. I'm saying, like I said earlier, they need to have a contest to like who can to win to do the schedule release. We would beat this.
Oh, easily,
Tailgate.
man.
We would.
I mean, if you go back a little bit, I got to point something out, man. If you go back a little bit, and this is the worst part about it. I'm not, because I like it. I don't want to critique it too much.
What
Don't
part?
go back too far, just a little bit, just like a couple seconds.
All right, here.
Yeah. Where
This part?
Right. So you see the background with the palm trees and the skyline and the dolphins jumping. I've already created that with Copilot, dude. Like, if you go tell AI to make you a picture with dolphins jumping out of the water, that's literally what it'll pull up right there.
So it shows how much effort they put into it.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I
And
literally
that's
said
kind of where I'm having a
if you-
problem with it. Is that
If
it's
you
like
watch this,
they could have
scene-
hired a second grader to do that.
Color, you watch this scene right off rip. The first 10 seconds, you're like, oh, they had Chat GBT and Gronk make this video. I mean, look at the dolphin. Look at it.
And you know how you can tell too is they'll have double fin they'll have dolphins with two dorsal fins. That's how you can tell.
I wouldn't be surprised if those dolphins morphed into like a monster, like it does on AI and shit. Yeah, I mean, look at it again.
But the concept and the way it flows and all, I mean, it's good. I like it.
I get the concept, and there is some good parts, but by and large, missed the mark. Like, all right. Treasure at the eye. The dolphins. Ooh, okay. I didn't notice that part last time.
Yeah, that's the part that jumped out at me was that
their
big old
eyes
laser
light
coming
up.
out of the.
So wait a second. There's some kind of seance happening down here, boys.
And I like the
see, I
aqua
told
green,
you.
man.
I told you.
Tonk, you got to light it up. You gotta give us a full review of exactly what the globalists are telling us here. I mean, look.
Yeah, Cosa Nostra. I know it. I know it's used by everybody. That's what I'm complaining about. Like, people should be doing work, man.
So
Quit
there's
relying on robots to do everything
there's a
for you.
reason why number 17 looks a little chubby.
Yeah.
It is not, in fact.
Everybody using Chat GPT is a sign of the globalists taking over.
I mean, Tonk, this is a seance right here, bro. Look at this. Did we lose Tonk?
Yeah, no, I'm here.
Did you see the seance? I mean, it's crazy. I just want to know.
So hold on. Go back. So where it showed when the laser first pops up,
their eyes
look at
light
the
up
pillars.
and the laser pops up.
Yeah, but look at the pillars and it shows 5. Or it has like 4 pillars and then the laser. A little bit more. Where it shows the top of the stadium.
Oh, that's the offensive lineman.
All right, here.
Right, busting through the middle.
That one through the water.
All right, hold on. Let's see. I just see the eyes light up.
You got to look at what buildings they show.
Okay.
Right here.
Right. That's
There
our
is the 5
offensive lineman,
buildings.
and that's Jalen Wright busting through the hole. To go to Spain.
But they skip Spain, Color. They skip Spain. Look, they go around Spain. I'm laying the Dolphins are losing in Spain. Sorry to tell everybody, but that's all right. They have a seance. They got a bunch of glowing eyes, dolphins that whipped up. I don't know what the fucking graffiti guy has to do with all this. What the fuck does this was the most random, dumbest
And he's not
shit.
even drawing graffiti. He's like
not.
making a real painting.
Like first of all, no graffiti guy's doing.
He looks
perfect
like he doesn't look
renditions.
like he looks like he's using chalk.
And where he's a chalk guy. That's even worse.
And at what point do you stop calling him a graffiti artist and just call him an artist?
Chalk is the sustainable practice. It's
All
water.
right, so, but look, he's graffitiing and nothing. He's doing nothing over there.
I mean, wait a minute here, though. Are they suggesting that there's nothing but a bunch of like people that walk around writing on buildings in Miami? Is that what they're suggesting?
That's
I mean, that's kind of, I don't know, bro. That's kind of like,
Ask ChatGPT what they think of this video.
No, I don't want to know. Real quick.
They're trying to say, man, we're a bunch of vandals. Is that what they're
Real
trying to
quick.
say?
Certain teams flicker when the lightning goes by and it like reverberates in the wall. Okay, it starts from the top down.
Oh,
right
yeah.
around the Dolphin. Certain team logos light up in the schedule release. Let's see. Boom. Maybe I'm over. Maybe it didn't look like that. This is the best part, though. You could see even on the street lights in the stadium, you could see the rain is pouring down. And then it's douche. The whole screen shakes. That's dope. But why is Jalen Waddle fat? Why they do Jalen Waddle like that?
I don't know, but you see who's over on the right? I mean, on the left, right?
Achane?
Oh, yeah, 28.
Yeah, but why is Achane? I mean, Achane at least kind of fills his body out with the head. Why's Tyreek got a tiny little pinhead?
Achane looks like some kind of like video game character from the 90s, bro.
They all do. That's what we said. It looks like NFL Blitz, the video game.
Right. Yeah, that's exactly NFL Blitz. Yeah. What the hell, man?
Oh, that's Zach Sealer. Okay. I was wondering what the other one was.
Well, at least two of his arms look like his ability to throw now.
That's true. Got the
They
one
match
this
it.
year. Now, wait a second. Is he wearing a shirt or is that lightning?
No,
around
no,
him?
those are supposed to be the monochrome version of his tattoos, man.
Oh.
Yeah,
Let me
look.
see.
Look, they're all lit up like the green of the tattoos are all lit up.
Shit. All right. I kind of vibe that.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Hold up. That ain't Tua. That's some white guy.
I don't know. I mean, it looks like Tua, but the skin is kind of a little beige, man. Yeah.
Bro, fuck that.
And look at the mustache. It looks like, you know what? That's
it looks like
Jack
Thor.
Sparrow, bro. That's who that is.
Dude, that's Quinn Ewers.
But the one, the sentences, the one that's been building beneath the surface. Shut the hell up.
I mean, I like
sounds
that
like
it's
a
Zach
fucking
Thomas.
zit. It sounds like a fucking zit.
I like that exact time. Real quick, I want everybody to look at that face. Okay? Hold on a second. Look at that face.
Oh, a face only a mother could love.
Well, no. Just commit this to memory right now. Look at the face.
It looks like Thor.
Tua. Well, hold up.
Oh,
Hold up.
yeah. No, it's definitely
Hold up.
not.
Just
Tua.
hold up. Just wait. I'm going to pull up another image.
It looks like a Three Musketeer.
Me,
Now,
myself, and
remember
I.
that face. Now, tell me whose face that is.
Well, what's Zach Wilson look like?
Zach Wilson has no facial hair.
I meant in comparison. Well, I meant in comparison to
there is no comparison because look again. Look at this guy's face. There's obvious facial hair.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, I see what you're saying now.
God, I wish I had a side by side right now. Hold on a second. I'm just gonna make it in. Just give me a second. Hold it down, color. Give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna.
The globalists, have tried to prevent us from having dual screens. they're trying to prevent us from extending the display. Make sure you subscribe for $30 a month, and we'll be able to afford. It looks like Thor.
I don't know. I think it looks more like a swashbuckler from the 1700s, bro.
Oh, what?
Look, he's got like a pointed goatee and like a little flare on his mustache. Looks like Jack Sparrow in there, bro.
I think it does look like Quinn Ewer's beard.
Yeah.
And the same kind of boring facial expression.
Yeah, except the chin looks like Tua's, man.
No, with that chin, nah.
And you know how you can tell it's Tua? Because he's concentrating too hard.
Oh, yeah. Well, I could see how it kind of looks like Tua.
That's not concentration, dude. That is absolute just in the zone. I don't know what you're talking about.
And look, he's pointing at who he's throwing to. Look, he's pointing at who he's throwing to. No wonder the defense knows where he's going all the time.
He's got a 50-yard stare. He's about to throw that ball out of the fucking stadium.
I don't know. I don't get it. Totally AI though. Look at that. Look at the face mask, bro. It looks like it looks like AI trying to create humans with 10 fingers. You know what I mean?
What? Oh, you mean on one hand?
Yeah. I mean, look at the face mask. It's all warped and shit. You know what I mean? Like, that's so obvious they use AI to do
this. It's the same people who thought it was a good idea to have less seats and more TVs. We're not exactly,
All right. Give me a second, because best way I could curve it on this operating system was to just post the two pictures. Make it easy. You tell me. Now tell me. Fucking tell me.
They did kind of morph it. It could be all three of the quarterbacks put together.
It does.
That's the fucking hype video.
Well, that's what they told ChatGPT.
Their fucking laser went down. The whole fucking thing.
No, that's what they told ChatGPT. They're like, give us a blend of Tua, Zach Wilson, and Quinn Ewers. And that's what it spit out. Look at this face mask, dude. It looks, bro, it looks like the Chinese. It looks like the Chinese trying to draw a cartoon of an American football.
No, you know what it looks like? It looks like the helmet version of the dude from what was that movie? The Sandlot. When he had that big ass hat, the visor on it.
Right.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. I know who
it looks like. Bad knockoff Chinese cartoon of a football player.
That's
bro. That's
not
what it looks
Tua
like.
Tagovailoa. I think we can look at this and say that is not a Samoan heritage, Hawaiian heritage, Polynesian heritage.
That's not even a real football.
That
helmet,
motherfucker's
dude.
from the Caucasus Mountains.
He's from the mountains of Caucasus.
Like that looks like a lacrosse helmet, bro.
And I'm telling you right now,
that is a white child.
Yeah, and I mean, bro, how ain't that hit? Like I don't know. I mean, call me crazy, but the evidence seems Over fucking whelming.
So
They got the same
all right,
damn
so
nose,
hold on.
bro.
Let's try to see
Oh,
if
they
in
do
this
have the
video,
same nose, bro.
let's see if this video says when Tua's going to be benched, and this is the quarterback that replaces him.
Color, can you ask Chat GBT? Because Tonk's over here asking me to do some crazy shit.
No, I'm saying in the video. Let's see if it points out a. Oh no, hold on. Go to the schedule on the Go to the schedule on the wall, and let's see if any of the signs look different.
Oh,
and
okay.
that'll tell us what week Tua gets benched.
Benched. I mean, they
or gets replaced.
Maybe the globalists are giving us the truth throughout.
Yeah,
the
that's what I'm
video.
saying.
And we're just now
they've been doing it the whole time. Like, look at the Statue of Liberty.
Yep. I mean, look at this, dude. Does he turn into him? Hold on. I just got to see. Because I just want to point out, that's number 1 right there. Can't really get a good read on him there. But look, off rip. And he's throwing with his left, Color. He's throwing with his left.
I mean, look at this football helmet and tell me that wasn't created by AI, dude.
Well, it's got lightning all over it, Color.
I'm talking about the shape, bro. Like,
I don't know. Let's see.
it looks like a bad cartoon. It looks like Eon Flux or something.
God, I don't like this part. It's hard to watch.
I know. Stupid.
It's like watching anime.
It's fucking Han Solo.
No offense to those that like anime.
Well, the bye week's the only
watch,
one that didn't get eaten up by lightning, Tonk. Every one of them did the same thing.
Oh, okay.
So the bye week, they make a change at quarterback.
And why are they throwing everybody's logos at us like that, bro?
I don't know. I didn't like it. It made my head hurt. I do kind of like.
All right, so we're
moving.
considering the bye week. So now let's look at the wall.
How many Dolphin are there?
I feel like I just got
three,
smacked in the
4,
forehead
5,
by all of
6
our
Dolphins.
opponents' logos, bro.
There's 6 Dolphins.
I just caught a seizure from fucking watching that.
Yeah, I'm sending a motherfucking bill.
Yeah, they have the epileptic warning on our promo video.
All right, so there's 6 Dolphins lit up with eyes in the beginning. Let's see.
It's the globalists trying to hypnotize you, Tonk.
It definitely is.
5 buildings, 6 Dolphins. They skip. That's such a weird thing. Why would you point it out and not go over it? It's just weird to kind of like dodge it.
Everybody just rolls over Spain. Nobody goes to Spain.
Look at this dolphin crescent moon jump. It's so look right there. Doink.
Yo, I'm telling you,
All right,
that background right there, I have literally created that myself. Like the first
one.
thing it pulls up, if you go tell the damn thing to make a dolphin jumping out of a water.
So what
with
is he
palm trees,
writing?
That's the
Okay, so
exact
that's the
photo
full
it'll pull up,
schedule.
dude.
What is he writing?
He's writing nothing.
And
And look, I
from
just
what
want to point out
I think he's writing hashtag fire Greer.
that's what I seen in chat. I'm looking at the ground, and those are paint cans to his left. You can't
Right,
really
exactly.
see
What are they trying to say? That we're a bunch of vandals and
We're a
we
bunch
don't
of- we're a
appreciate
bunch of
anything?
scumbag
and What are they
hoodlums.
trying to say here?
I don't know. I find it disrespectful.
It's just the continued veiled, prejudice exhibited by
Against-
our
I'm boycotting.
organization, bro, and it's disgusting, man.
It is. I'm not really.
There are not a bunch of people running around freaking spray painting shit in Miami. Okay,
not.
we're not a bunch of miscreants.
Here
We're
in
not.
Seattle, they do. It's crazy, dude. Tagging is everywhere.
We actually create places for these people to display
Yeah,
their art.
right. Yeah.
So I don't know what they're trying to suggest here with this hooded guy and wearing all black like he's creeping around at night, spray painting a wall. What are they trying to say?
Creeping on the low.
Yeah, it's enough. It's
I
enough
mean-
already with your constant.
Unless AI did that. Now I can see AI coming up with that.
Well, you know what? I'm not one to subscribe to AI's to blame for everything now. Now AI's become the new
No,
scapegoat.
but you can understand AI using
AI
this large language
made
model
Quinn
coming up with
Ewers the
something like that.
quarterback, not us. AI.
Well, what I
made
mean, Cap, is that AI would create something like that without thinking of the sensitivities involved. You know what I mean?
I don't know, Color. I heard differently.
Because I'm
about
sure
AI.
the large language model has plenty of instances of people talking about Miamians spray painting shit.
If
you
you
know what I
look
mean?
at the guy at his feet, there's 2 little paint cans on the ground. So he is spray painting. So there's no
Right,
chalk.
right.
So
I
we
don't
play
see
the
an
Colts
artist
week
apron.
1,
I don't see paintbrushes. I don't see
and
a
we play the Bucks the
tutu
last
hat.
week of the season.
Yes. No, second to last week. So I guess we play the Patriots. This is just our opponents, but it is kind of in order a
I
little
think
bit.
I just figured out the symbolism. Oh, Cap.
Yes, please help.
He's vandalizing our wall by spray painting all these terrible teams' opponents on our shit.
Huh. Well, this guy deserves to have the shit kicked out of him.
Yeah, exactly. He's exactly. That's
He's
what I'm
like,
saying.
this AI son of a bitch.
This motherfucker is not only is he defacing property in our town,
He's
our
this
Dolphins
NPC,
property
this
with those
freaking
terrible ass
NPC.
this
logos.
fucking NPC fuck is out here with the globalists.
We need to have a shirt that says NPC and then a circle with a line through it.
Yeah. All right.
That's exactly what he's doing. He's marring up and defacing our shit with them terrible logos, bro.
Well, just so everybody knows, the Dolphins have put this. This is the Dolphins content. Okay, just so before we judge, this is the content from the Miami Dolphins.
Yeah, but the Department of Miami Efficiency is who
That's
put
true.
it out.
This is the only good part.
The Department of Miami Efficiency.
Yeah, dome. This is the only good part right here. This is it.
That's dome.
Yeah.
Dome.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no.
we know.
Color, you weren't here when we discovered all that.
No, I missed that. I missed all
Color,
that. All
you
right.
missed.
Oh,
First of all,
dude. Oh, yeah.
Globalists have been trying to put it out. We've been winning the fight. Make sure to buy your vitamins here at tftgnetwork.com to help us fight against our fight. We are winning, but we need your help. You have to subscribe. You have to hit the like button, and you have to help us out here at Finfo Wars. We are out here with fighting against the globalists.
We have a new
Department of Miami Efficiency has put us that out. They've been trying to get us demonetized on platforms like YouTube and X and everything like that. So make sure you guys are supporting us by going to tftgnetwork.com and purchasing yourselves all of your vitamins and your hats and swag to keep us alive, fighting the good fight. We will win the fight with your help. Hit the like button and subscribe. Yeah, I can't watch this last part again. So that's pretty much it. Crazy.
He plays half of it and he's like, well, that's pretty much it.
I played the next is just it flying at your fucking face, Color. I'm not doing that again. That's how the globalists get you psyched in. It's a mind control video to get you people to buy season tickets, to buy swag, to buy all of these things, so then they can take your money and force you to pay extra taxes on it while they use it to fund wars around the world against your American national.
Well, according to Cosa Nostra, all we're about is making fun of the team and everything they do, including the hype video, in order to grow our YouTube fame. That's what we're in it for.
We're doing a terrible job, Coaster.
I'm telling you, bro.
We're doing a terrible.
Really.
We don't do this enough, consistent enough. We don't put nearly as much hard work as we could into it. Most of us, I mean, myself, I would say I don't. But again, yeah, sure, whatever you say, Coaster Nostra. I mean, we're just here to have a good time, buddy.
Like, if that's what we're trying to do, Koza, then you guys are failing us. Y'all need to share this freaking video and like the shit, all right?
Yeah,
because
I mean,
we ain't getting there yet, Koza Nostra.
Yeah,
we're falling way behind, man.
Yeah, It's terrible.
People
But
must not be gravitating towards that making fun of our football team shit, you know? Damn. I wonder why would we logically be doing it for that? I can't figure it out.
I don't know.
We like wallowing in mediocrity, just like our football team.
I guess.
Pun intended.
Who knew, man? The only thing holding us back is our hate for Tua, bro. If we just embrace the knob,
It's all our fault. It's all our fault.
If we just filled our mouths, bro, we'd have millions of
If you would
subscribers.
just submit and take the blood oath color, you too could be just as happy as the rest of us here. That's what the globalists want from you. They want you to surrender yourself and give away your and make them their god. They want to be your god.
Who hired these chat bots, bro, man? They're like DEI bots, man.
Damn.
Come up with better takes than that, Cosa Nostra. Jesus, man. Do better.
Cosa Nostra was cool though. He was
I know, I'm just
that
picking
Shakes
on
homie.
Him and I go at it all the time. He's cool.
Yeah. I got to be honest, Kostra. I don't even think about Brian Flores.
He just says some weird, illogical shit sometimes. You know what I mean?
I really don't think about Brian Flores nearly as much as he's gone. I mean, what am I going to do?
And he can be quite obsessive with things we've talked about in the past, as if we're going to our grave with them or something. You know what I mean? Like
I'm going to my grave with nothing, dog. I'm leaving it all here.
I'm going to my grave like fucking King Tut did with all
Black
my fucking
color, man.
gold and jewelry.
He was known for being a Tua hater,
Dude,
man.
when I get buried, I want to look like Tom Brady. Like,
Right. Cozy's gonna be at my
you want my
funeral
shit? Come
going.
get it after I get buried.
Nah, Cozy's gonna be at my funeral wagging
That's the
his
only
fingers.
reason I wouldn't
The
get
man
cremated
hated
is just so
Tua.
I could get buried with all my fucking shit.
I ain't trying to get buried with none of that. I do want to be buried. I don't want to be cremated, so I want to be forced.
Dude, Cozy's gonna
have
be
to
at my
see me.
funeral waving his freaking 90-year-old finger. The man hated Tua.
Yeah, I know, right?
I hope he burns in hell.
He is burning in hell because he hated the left arm of God. I don't know why you're from the fucking
He
hills,
denied
Costa.
Christ.
He denied his second coming. I don't know why you're fucking from Kentucky, but you are. I'm Costa Nostra.
I know,
I
he's
believe
Cosa
in the
Nostra. He
second
should be
coming.
from
I
Italy or
hold
something.
snakes because they bring me closer to God.
Yeah, you should have a New Yorker accent. Like, yo, this guy didn't like Tua. Why are we at this funeral, man?
Can't do a northern accent. It always comes out like Irish Mexican for some reason.
I know, right?
It comes out Irish Mexican. I don't know how that happens. So
I 86'd him. He hated Tua.
yeah. Well, that's all I got today. Hit the like button, guys. Appreciate the boys coming through and hanging out with me for a little bit. There was more I wanted to talk about, but that's enough. Maybe we'll be back tomorrow. Hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, keep the notification bell on so you guys know when we're going live. Things will become more regular and we'll get back to more of a steady pace as things progress. But thanks for coming by and we'll see you all next time. Fins up.
Turner Yell makes the stop in the secondary for Denver. 1st and 10. The fake. Good block in there, and down it goes. Caught at the 30.
Welcome to the Fins tailgate. It's where we elevate. Miami Dolphins talk, yeah, we never hesitate. Breaking news, hot takes, we keep it up to date. And when the fans speak up, the panel resonates. We live that aqua and orange from the field to the mic. Breaking down the plays, man, we talk it every night. From Tua to the defense, you know we keep it tight. NFL moves, you know we got the insight. We open up the floor, yeah, it's your time to shine. Fans drop the heat with opinions realigned. You got concerns, bring them, we're gonna chime. The Fins tailgates, where we keep it prime. Welcome to the Fins tailgate, it's where we elevate. Miami Dolphins talk, yeah, we never hesitate. Breaking news, hot takes, we keep it up to date. And when the fans speak up, the panel resonates. The NFL's changing, but we stay on the grind. Latest breaking stories, we don't waste no time. From the trades to the rumors, we make them all align. At the Fins tailgate, we always on the climb. We're repping the Dolphins, but it's NFL wide. From South Beach to the league, we keep it worldwide. Got the fans engaged with the energy supplied. Come kick it at the tailgate, we're riding high tide. Welcome to the Fins tailgate, it's where we elevate. Miami Dolphins talk, yeah, we never hesitate. Breaking news, hot takes, we keep it up to date. And when the fans speak up, the panel resonates. So if you love the game, you know we got the gate. Tune in, speak out, don't wait, it's your fate. This is the Fins tailgate, now watch us dominate. Miami Dolphins NFL, yeah, we integrate.
Dude, there's